Guys, I lived the ultimate Star Wars fan experience. Buckle up. Okay, so a little backstory here. Wife and I celebrated our 2-year wedding anniversary, went to Disneyland, and she surprised me with a droid building experience in Galaxy's Edge. It was awesome. So I'm here to show you my droid. I'm here to tell you about how the process went, what it looks like, what it cost, how awesome it was, and yeah, just enjoy the ride. Okay, let me get a little comfy. So, you're an ultimate Star Wars fan. You go to Disneyland, you know that there's a little place called Galaxy's Edge there, right? You might not have explored it too much, but you say to yourself, I wish there was a way for me to feel like the ultimate fan, build something cool, and get to take it home with me. Well, you're in luck. The Droid Builder's experience is that. It's the perfect way to spend, a decent amount of money while not breaking the bank, coming home with a cool, functional, and somewhat practical souvenir for yourself. That's where the droid building experience comes into play. So I'm going to show you first and then talk about it. Are you ready? Are you sure? Okay. Here is my droid. Pretty cool, huh? Pretty cool. Yeah. I built this. Okay, so first things first. Droid building experience in Disneyland, California, I believe is $99. That's the base price. I think it comes out to like just shy of $110 after taxes. With that experience, like I'm sure you might know, but if you don't, you get to choose to build a BB unit, an R unit, and that's R2 and R5, which is this style dome. And then I believe there's one other that's a little bit shorter, kind of like a chopper that you can put on this one. And then you can also build a C, which is like the chopper droid, a little shorter astromech. So yeah, go in, conveyor belt full of pieces, heads, bodies, legs, knees and toes, etc. Grab your parts in your bin, take them to the table. This is kind of just a crash course. Take them to the table, screw them all together. Attendant comes and helps you. Cast member comes and helps you. Brings this puppy to life. And then you're on your way. So yeah, this is the body that I chose. Just a basic white. I kind of anticipate that I'm going to do some customization of it on my own. Paint-wise, maybe some sticker application. With the Cricut, just with my wife's help, of course, because I have no idea what I'm doing with that. But yeah, just plain white for best and ease of customization. These guys were sitting at the table where I built it. So the body actually came like this without this guy. They had white, black, I think blue and red. And you can just grab those. Those don't cost anything extra. It's part of the experience. And you throw it right on here as the sort of face plate. And this one opens as well. There's nothing that it really reveals other than just, detail of the product. And then there are some doors here on the front that open. These hold accessories that do cost extra. You do have to pay extra for these accessory packs. I'm just going to open all the doors up so you can see. But they all hold something different. And that closed on me right after I opened it. Okay, there we go. So all the doors are open. Cool, yeah. Oh, weird. What's that? That looks different. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, cool. Okay, close all those up. We'll come back to this later. Pick this guy, just basic black middle leg. These were also at the table. These are just accent color pieces. They have the same colors of these as they do for these front little door pieces. So the legs just come with nothing on them. I did go kind of bland, but I like that because now it gives me the opportunity to do something to it that I want outside of the park. The legs do move. Well, sort of. You can get them a little bit straighter, but yeah, they kind of lock into place when they're in drive mode. And then the best part, the head. Orange and white. Orange is my favorite color. And I just really like this R5 head. It was really cool. It's got two little, this little nubby guy that you can move to how you want. And then a matching nubby guy back here. And then optical port right here. So yeah. And then the back, plain Jane, white. You'll notice that there's a screw here and a screw here. You can buy an accessory pack. It comes with a different color back plate, and it's got a tow cable that literally ejects out, and you can, you know, attach it to like a little toy box, and your droid can drag that along with that extra back plate. I don't see myself using this a whole lot. Every once in a while I'll kind of race it around because it is fun to use, but I decided to go without that extra back plate. But for the kids, or you know, some adults, that's kind of a cool feature to have. And it just adds one more little aspect to your droid. One thing I did opt in for, which you might have seen in the door at the beginning, was this little orange personality chip. And so while you're there, you have the option to go to this wall of accessories that they have, and they have different personality chips, and they come in this little box here. And it is $14.99, and it just opens right up, and then your little chip goes in here, take it out, put it in the droid. So $14.99 for that. They all make different sounds, and they're similar because it's a droid. You know, you can't have nothing too crazy, but they all are unique sounds associated with specific colored chips. So mine is this orange chip to kind of match the vibe of the orange head. And they're not easy to get out. Got it. Okay. Adult fingers do not fit very well in those things, but here is the chip. This is the personality chip. It's small, it's cool, and it's got, you know, little pins in there to read the sounds that are on this chip. So I'm gonna put it back in here. I'll show you how it goes. Just right in that little slot there. Almost like his little SD card to bring him to life. And then he just like that. Easy peasy. So I did purchase that, like I said, $14.99 for that. They also have blasters that you can put, and I believe they go on the sides here of both legs. Or, what I opted for, jets. They're pretty cool. So it's they're individual for one for one leg, one for the other leg. They face down like that, and they've got, you know, the flames coming out of them. I thought they were pretty cool. And the even cooler thing is that they are interactive. So with the remote, there's a button that initializes or, you know, activates the jets. So I thought that was pretty neat, and I'll show you that right now. So we take our droid, we look at this black accent piece I have right here. Super easy to take on and off, but I'm just putting pressure on the top, and just like that, it pops off. Grab my jet, and he just slides right in there like that. Just give him a little push. Make sure he's in there nice and snug. And there you go. One jet installed. Move over to the other side. Same thing, pop that off. Same thing here. Slides right in. Oh, and here's a perfect example. These flame pieces come on and off, and they come off very easily. Very, very easily. So they're just barely resting inside the actual jet. And yeah, they do fall out pretty easily. But, you know, not a huge deal. If you just want it displayed with those jets on like that, they work great. They won't fall off. But if you're moving around and he bumps into something, you know, eventually it's gonna fall off. So, but that's okay. Okay, so here's the remote. It's included in the overall purchase of the Droid. It's pretty cool. It's pretty hefty. I mean, it's the size of my hand. You shouldn't lose it. Hopefully not anyway. This is your forward and backward drive, and then your left and right turn drive. And then right here is your left and right turning of the head. Your bottom button is going to be the droid sounds. And then the top button is going to be the accessory button. So that's going to activate the rockets. So I'll show you now. Okay, so here's the star of the show. And I'll just go slowly because they're fast. They're speedy. Kind of gets a jolt. So there's forwards, and I'm just doing a press so it's not super smooth because I don't want him to just rocket off of my desk here. It's a little dirty on the wheels. Didn't think that one through all too well, but that's okay. We've got our left turn and our right turn, and he's actually pretty maneuverable. I mean, I'm doing this on my desk, which is probably ill-advised, all things considered, and he can maneuver. Hello. I guess while he's up here, I will show you his head features. Yeah, look at that. Left and right turning. Goes not quite all the way around. Almost 180. And then if you'll look at his little thing right here, it lights up when I press the button. He also talks, so that's his talking and lights. Sorry, I don't think I mentioned that originally, but this bottom button here activates lights that's here and on the reverse one, and I'll show you that, and then it also activates his sounds. And it is 2 different colors. It's pretty neat. Okay. For the next part, I think we'll bring him to the ground so you have a better view. Okay, so here he is on the ground here. I'll just show you some forward and backward and a little bit of turning and give you the full idea. So he turns really quickly. Doing some donuts. He's speedy, definitely speedy. I'm also doing this holding the camera and driving with one hand. Probably not advised, but you know what? We're gonna make do. And we'll get in nice and close for the jets. So you get a little bit of a flash, and then you get the sound of the actual jet. And there are a couple different sounds to those jets, actually. Yeah. And that's the full extent. Pretty darn cool, pretty darn fun. Let's go back for a recap. Alright, so this is my astromech droid, my R5 unit. One thing I did forget to mention is that they offer a droid daycare service. So I can't speak for Disney World Galaxy's Edge, but Disneyland, California offers a droid daycare, you heard me right, service. After I was done building this droid, it gets boxed up in this cool themed Droid Builders box. But if you don't want to carry it around all day, they offer to hold it for you. And they keep it in the back room, I'm not sure where. You fill out a little slip with all your information, and as long as you're back before the park closes within the same day, they'll keep it there for you. So that was an awesome little addition that I had no clue about before going into this. So we did this experience at about 9 in the morning. So it was like the first thing we did. Imagine, we spent all day in the park until midnight. If I had to carry this thing around, going on all of our rides, standing in line, you know, eating, setting it down, potentially leaving it, you know, breaking it, etc., etc. Totally got to forget about all of that. Leave it in Galaxy's Edge at daycare all day long. But one thing I do want to tell you, if you decide to do this, when this is activated, it's turned on. And so there's an on switch here. Not sure if the camera can pick that up or not, but there's an on switch at the bottom. The cast members will leave it on. And it came with batteries. I have not put batteries in it myself. I believe you change them back here in these little screws. But if I wouldn't have looked and checked before I left it at daycare, it would have been left on all day. And every, I think, 90 seconds, these let off a little tweet, 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 you know, and interact. So it would have done that all day long, every 90 seconds. Totally, well, maybe not totally, but definitely draining some of the battery. So go in, boop, turn it off. Same thing with the remote. It's got power switch on the back. Just turn that off, put it back in the box, and then your droid's good for daycare all day long while you're running around the park. So yeah, all in all, totally recommend the experience for all ages. It was super fun. Just really cool way to, you know, further show your love for Star Wars and, you know, get to play around with your creation when you're all done. All in all, I think it was about $130 total. I had two $15 accessory packs that I bought. This might have been $17, and the chip was $15. So, you know, about $140 after tax for everything all together. But again, I totally recommend it. It is a cheaper option than the lightsaber building experience. So if you have some money you want to spend, but not quite as much for the lightsaber, this is totally a great opportunity. It was fun. It was quick. You know, you're in, you're out. You can take your time, but it's definitely a quick, fun experience. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you like my droid. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Yeah, I'll see you in the next video.